major to major number or minor number. For example, right now we install the 9.4 version or 9.6 version. This is the version. So I want to install, for example, I want to upgrade my operating system into the 9.8 version. So the way how we are going to perform step by step, that is also one of the scenario. Second scenario is that major number. What is a major number? For example, 9.8 is the one of the version. He want to increase the, otherwise he want to upgrade the operating system 9.8 to 10.0 or 10.1. So what is the process we are doing for these two scenarios? Okay, I'm creating the document. I will share you that one. So for this one, we are doing some kind of activity. Okay, this weekend I am going to take a separate class for the minor to minor and minor to major number upgradation. This is a totally L2 and L3 level activity we are performing into the production environment. But anyhow, but since it is a part of the patching, we have to learn it. So this weekend we are going to take a separate class on this activity. I am going to create a document. I will share you that one. So by the time today we are going to discuss about the concept called web server. So what is a web server? Why we are need a web server? So web server is a primarily is a nothing but virtual servers. For example, so you people are seeing that like an oracle.com, google.com. So these are the we are calling as domains. So every domain is a we are creating into the server. For example, you are planning to start a one business. So immediately what you people are doing, you people are creating the one domain. Okay, based on your requirement. Once you created the domain, automatically your server will be nothing but you are placing the entry into the server. So the entry into the server is basically where you are getting the website details. For example, like a www.gmail.com, www.google.com. So here two types of the activities will be there. So what exactly the thing means? First, this is the server. Okay. So in this server, I'm going to create a document, nothing but virtual server means, for example, this is the your www.google.com. This is your domain. This domain is not having any kind of direct server mechanism, nothing but anything. It is a kind of API protocol. Anyone aware of that? What is the API or serverless? What is the API? Any idea? Serverless mechanism. So API mechanism or serverless mechanism is nothing but, for example, the things will be running without any IO operation, nothing but it is not having any hardware, it is not having any kind of IO related activities. So it acts like a hyperlink. So we are using the hyperlink, right? In the same way, it acts like a hyperlink. The concept is very simple. When the documentation, when we are creating the any domain, the particular domain will be the part of server. It will take the some portion of area. In this portion, we are creating the virtual host. So we are creating the virtual host. 1 minute, I'm getting the call. Sorry. Okay. So basically the virtual host is nothing but the portion of area. For example, one domain you are creating into the server. So virtual host will be creating. Virtual host is nothing but domain. So the virtual host we are creating into the server by using the port number 80 or 443. So what is the 80 and 443? 80 is the port number of HTTP and 443 is the port number of HTTPS. So these are the different type of the port numbers will be there. So along with that one, we are giving the IP address. So there is a two types of the categories will be there. For example, www.google.com. This is we are calling as name based. We are calling as a name based environment. 192.168.216.2. This is the particular IP is assigned to the server. This particular IP is assigned to the particular, not server, particular domain. Okay, so this one we are treating as a IP based. So just in real time scenario, for example, when you people are dealing with any kind of internet domains, for example, ICICI Bank, nothing but any kind of domain like a Flipkart, Amazon, anything. So most of the times people are using the by name based only. Have you any time used the IP based? No. IP based will be the majorly used by the admins or particular developers, whoever the part of the team is working on the particular backend. So name based, one of the major advantage that, okay, for example, let it be this particular name based, it is installed into the there is a two offices are there. One is the Chennai. There is one more office is there into the Hyderabad. So primarily your server is deployed into the Chennai office. So this is running fine, but due to some of the situation, this is not in a position to support it. So on the moment of the time, this will be going to be redirect to the DR environment. So this DR environment, once it is changed, automatically this IP also will be going to be changed based on the thing. But being a end user is not aware of that from which domain he is accessing or which place he is accessing. He can able to see that the server will be coming from the basically which domain and the nature of the thing. So we are not losing the trust of the end user, because end user we are giving the prominent support to the end user, and we are avoiding the IP conflicts. Nothing but unnecessarily, I don't want to be showcase in front of the user. Now your IP is changed to this one. Now your IP is changed to this one. I don't want to be showcase. It will be happening into the background of the work. So front ground will be happening by the name based. So name based only, here the declaration will be happening, means like a google.com. Here there is a few more entries will be there. The entries will be particularly, okay, so it will be having the particularly name, see, like you can see that here virtual host, server name. So the server name is a defining of your server IP address or particular IP address of whichever we are allocating, or the name of the host. We can define you both of the thing. Document root is nothing but what? So coming to the particular subject to the server, if you want to place the any kind of applications, if you want to place the any kind of details, everything we can place it into the document root. Means the document root is the place which is related to the your particular domain. All the domain related information like a certificate information, any web pages information, any supporting document information, everything will be deployed over there. So this is the general process we are going to be proceed. And meanwhile, we are going to proceed with the sum of options here. One is the directory. So directory is a representation of the same thing. And here options. So options we are going allow, override none, and required, and we are giving the privileges. So for example, there is some of the websites are private websites. For example, your internet banking login. After you log in, whatever the pages are coming, it is a kind of the private pages to you. Means whoever is the authorized user, he can able to log into that one. So here also what exactly will going to be do it. The based on the things will be the nature of the work will be happening. So means we are giving the privileges to the everyone. We are giving the privileges to the everyone. So this is the directory. The directory is a representation of whatever the directory you created. So privileges part we are adding. There is a two more entries are there coming to the particular domain. So we are placing the some kind of error logs. If you get any error logs, it will be stored into this particular place. If you getting the any different successful logs or entire logs and all you are placing here, means just to store the some log information. For example, who are accessing, who are not accessing, okay, what the things are happening, the entire thing will be going to be tracked over there. So this is the main advantage of logs concepting. So majorly you need to be keep it in a mind. Virtual host is a primarily one of the keyword we are using for the creation of the domain logging. It is a kind of like a serverless mechanism. 80 is the port number of HTTP. Instead of 80 you can give the 443 also. And the serverless mechanism also we can go with this one, like a server name and document root. These are the two primary entries we need to add it. So these are the things are become optional. If you want to go with the tracking of the logs and all, you are creating the one log file just to keep yourself tracking of your domain, who is accessing everything. So perform this activity, majorly we need to have a repository. For example, first we are performing this one into the one of the server. That should be anything. First we need to install the package. HTTP is the Apache process we need to install into the server. So HTTPD is the daemon we need to install. So we are using the command called -y HTTPD. And we are enabling the process systemctl enable. What is this enable? Enable is nothing but whenever your server is running, it is running into the 3 or 5. I will show you what exactly the enable, what is the importance of that. So once you install the package, you need to start the package. You need to check the status of the package. So here the process wise installation we completed. Secondary thing is that create a document root. Nothing but you need to create a document, a website, whatever the website you are creating. Just you are adding the one web page. Since we are not a web designers, we cannot write anything. Simply we are placing the some hi message or hello message. Okay, kind of the banner type. So once it is listed, I am giving the privileges, full-fledged permission to the my particular process. Full-fledged permission to the my particular process means CHOWN change ownership is the one of the command. It will give the privileges to the particular server 755 permissions and Apache who is the owner to the particular process. So we are giving these commands. Once that is done, we need to go for the configuration. So the configuration will be basically it is happening into the path /etc httpd httpd conft. So this is a standard location of the file where your file will be located into the particular entry. Once it is done, we are going to add a entry over there. Virtual host 80 server. So these are the just save the things and trigger the command. The command apache ctl command will help you out, okay, to trigger the what exactly whether whatever you executed is correct or not, and the reload the particular services. Now there is some of the few commands are there. One is that firewall. So firewall is one of the optional because most of the companies are as of now they are not using the firewall. If need, they may be used. If the firewall and mechanism is using, okay, so you need to attach this particular service to the firewall to make a whitelist. So whitelisting is nothing but what are the services are approved. So it is going to be enabled and it will going to be work. If the services are not enabled into the firewall, the services won't be browsed. You are not able to be browse the particular services. So here, So if AC Linux is one of the security part, if you are using the AC Linux means you need to use this command like a restore con. So just for the browsing, when you browsing this website, you will get the notification. What exactly the notification? Echo. So let me go with the execution. Yum repo list all. So I'm using the command called yum repo list all. So 1 minute. So let me log into the server. So this is a repository in my server. So in the last class, we explained how to create a repository. Okay. So this command will help you out. Create a repository, nothing but we created the repository. Once we created a repository, the repository will be consisting of all the packages. So this is my server 192.168.220.137. This is my server IP address. So as per the requirement, what exactly I need to do it? I need to install yum install httpd star. So why I am using the star means star is nothing but the wild character. Okay, so any packages which are coming along with the D, nothing but after D, anything it will going to be accept. So let me install the package. So it is validating into the repository in any packages are there or not. So let me go through it. So this is a totally L2 and L3 activity. Okay, so whatever the discussions are happening, so but the safer side we need to know that. Okay, so it is referring the packages. So you can see that here by using the http star command. Okay, these are the primary packages. These are the primary packages. These are the dependent packages. So what are the dependent packages? In the last class I explained you about the RPM command. So RPM command, one of the major problem is that okay, so you can install the only one package. For example, this is a package you want to install means it will install. Whether if you want to install this package means it will install. But it is not taking the any considerable of particular dependent packages. So dependent packages are very important at the time of installation. So that is the reason when you're going to the yum will be taking care of your dependent packages. Means no need to bother about that one because your yum itself identify that what are the dependent packages are there and it will automatically reflect you install your dependent packages. So that is one of the major advantages of yum and DNF command. So in a production environment also people are using yum command. Why means because user level disturbances are very less. Means we no need to bother about what exactly they happening, what exactly they happened, everything. We can able to easily trigger and we can use the like a wild character type thing and all. You can see that 19 packages are installing with a one command. So once you triggered this, so here I did not mention, that is the reason it's left over. So again I'm triggering, I need to press a yes. So once I press a yes, automatically all the commands will be going to be installed. So right now all the commands nothing but all the packages. So these are the different type of the packages, primary packages, dependent packages, everything will be installed into the one shot. So now I install the services. So if you want to see that rpm hyphen qa is the one of the command grep hyphen I http. So this is the one of the command. It will show you that in the server is any packages are installed. Yes, you can see that these are the http different packages are installed into the server. So systemctl, what exactly the next thing? I install the package. Next I need to start the package. Let's go for the starting of the package. So start the package. So you can see that here the package we are trying to, the status we are seeing that I am going to start the package. Check the status. So you can see that here the package is running. Systemctl is one of the command. The command will help you to check the status of the any services. So here my service is running fine and all, and you can see that both are disabled. Means your server is running, your services are running, but the thing is that, and it is what, till the server is rebooted. If the server is rebooted, automatically the service is going to be disabled. Okay, so we are having the one command called run levels. So run level, so there is a command called run level. Then run level command is basically it will list you out whether your server is loaded into the Red Hat 3 or Red Hat 5. What is 3 and 5? At the time of the booting process, I explain you nothing but 3 and 5 is nothing but 3 is a representation of the command line, 5 is a representation of the graphic launcher mode. Okay, so for example, if you can see that my server is there into the command line mode. So this is we are calling as RHEL3 version. So right now, what exactly I'm going to do it means, so in my production environment, I want to, for example, if I rebooted my services or server, it should be enabled whether the server is running into the RHEL3 or RHEL5. Means 3 version, it 3 whether it is running on any type of the situation also, my services should be enabled. So that is the reason we are using the concept called enable. So enable is nothing but if by default the server is rebooted also, these services will be automatically get back to the normal situation. So that is the way. This is the one of the major part we are calling as hardening. Application hardening we are calling. Hardening is a representation of, okay, representation of the services are running. Okay, now I created the services. First I check the repository, I check the status, and after that I install, and after that I enable. So these are the different type of the things and all we performed. So once it is a performed, then go to the main creation file. So this is the main creation file. So instead of vi command, I'm using the command called nano. So any one of the command we can use it to modify or create a file. So we are using the any one of the command. So I'm using the nano command. So here already I have the sum of the entries. Nothing but these are the entries you need to copy. So these are the entries we need to copy. So before you are proceeding, first you need to make sure that what is the version of. So here the server name 137 we mentioned. Let me check the what is the server IP address. It is a 137. So 220.137. This is the server IP, and this is the location of the where your website details will be there. All the website details will be there, and these are the privileges we can give it to the website. Nothing but website everywhere we can able to access. So after that, to save the thing, I'm using Control O. You can see that write out Control O and Control Enter Control X. So Control O, Enter, Control X. So let me list out whether it is a created. We are not sure, right? I'm using the cat command. So by using the cat command, I can list out the content of the particular page. So the particular page content is listing out. Now I need to go for the next level of action. So web domain created. Now I need to go for the, so these and all also pending actually. Permissions. So this is the particular command majorly we are using to test whatever the configuration is we done is correct or not. So you can see that here syntax is okay. Syntax is okay means it is successfully we done. So above warning you can leave it because we are using the test environment. We are not using the any kind of DNS environment. So we will get a normal error. So here you can see that here. So basically your syntax and whatever your configuration you done, it is successfully correct. So once it is done, I'm going to reload the operating system, not operating system, service. So I reload the service, and after that I'm going to check the command called sstulnp. So this particular command will list out where your service is running. Nothing but what are the port numbers are it is listing, and what is the service name. Each and everything will be listed out here. So you can see that here HTTP is a port number 80. So port number 80 is the particular, it is allocated. Particularly it is allocated. So I need to add it to the firewall because I'm using the test environment. Okay, so that is the reason I'm adding to the firewall environment also. Okay, so this is the particular SC Linux. So in production environment, people may use the SC Linux environment because this is a security one. If you are using any security one, you need to use this particular command. If not, you can restore. Nothing but simply if you want to, for example, what exactly this command will do means, if you want to upload the data into the particular directory, it will give you the access to you. That is what the particular need. So first we need to create a directory. Sorry. So first I need to create a directory. Okay, and I'm giving the privileges to the directory. So this is not a mandatory into the production environment. We are not doing this one, but keep it in mind that this is one of the command majorly we are using for the security purpose only. In production environment, this part will be taken care by the your security team. So security team or network team will give the access. So ultimately you need to keep it that how to particularly browse it, nothing but how to configuration things we are changing. So coming to the nature of the work, so I install the package, I started the services, everything, I created a directory, I created a one web directory and everything. So I created the some of the virtual directory. So let me go with the website. So this is the for browsing this one, which is we are calling as browsing into the Linux server environment. Same thing, let me go to here. Let me go here. I'm browsing. So this is your web page, right? This is your
Yes, sir.
web page. Web page means, see, actually we are not a web designers. That is the reason you are seeing the only plain image. For example, just think of that this is a one Zomato page or one Swiggy page. Then web designers what they will do? They will create now the content here. Means the web designer will create the content and the programmer will create the database connection and everything. From the being operating system side, what we are doing, from operating system side, just we are allocating the some space into the server. So in real time also, for example, the people will come up with the nature of the work. Means after server reboot, this particular website, for example, instead of particular IP address, if I mention the name of the, for example, google.com, gmail.com, means you are browsing with a particular name. So this is the way how you are implementing the web server mechanism. Web server mechanism is one of the major activity when you are dealing with the application teams. Here we are not doing anything. Just this is a standard path. Just changing the names of the content. That's it. You are not doing any kind of the changes here. And we are not privileged to perform any more than this one. Okay. So if you can see that here major activity, whatever you done, it is a majorly the basic fundamental things only, nothing but we allocated the space by using the virtual host command, and we allocated the some privileges, and automatically people can able to access. So this is a website people can able to access into the environment. So this is all how about the things will be we are performing into the production environment. So production also, this type of the activities you will get very rarely, not immediately. Whenever the people are starting the new website or any domain, in the time only you will get it. Not each and every time. Okay. So hope it's a clear, right? Any doubts? ఏమైనా అర్థమైందా?
సార్ అర్థమైంది సార్. యాక్చువల్లీ ఇది అజూర్ పోర్టల్లో ఇంజనీక్స్ చేసాం సార్. సేమ్ ఇది సేమ్ ప్రాసెస్.
సేమ్ థింగ్. ఇప్పుడు హెచ్టిటిపి నెక్స్ట్ కాన్సెప్ట్
యాక్చువల్లీ ఈరోజు మార్నింగ్ క్లాస్ కూడా ఇదే ఉంది సార్.
ఇంజనీక్స్ అండ్ హెచ్టిటిపి both are same, but different services, and means like like a Nokia mobile, like a Samsung mobile. The thing is that next class actually when I explaining about the Nginx, your server will be running on any one of the web service. The problem here is that there is a one real time issue you will get it, port conflict. Port conflict is one of the major issue when you are dealing with a your service. What is port conflict? Any web application, it is running on what? Majorly, it is running on 80 and 440, right? Your any web services. For example, if you can see that here, let me check the status.
సార్ మనము వెబ్ సర్వీసెస్ పర్చేజ్ చేయొచ్చా సార్? ఐ మీన్ సార్ చెప్పారు పర్చేజ్ చేయొచ్చని గోడాడీ యాప్లో అలా.
ఇప్పుడు వెబ్సైట్ when you creating the website, automatically you have to purchase, right?
Yeah. Actually,
my website I took the from the GoDaddy. Okay, Silicon Dawn. Okay. So for example, I am starting some business. Okay, let it be. For example, this is a particular website. This particular website, I need to check the availability into the GoDaddy. Okay. So GoDaddy is one of the website like that. We have there is a lot of things are there, but one of the famous thing is that GoDaddy. For example, you are planning to start something. Okay. So this is my website I'm planning to start. Okay, let me check whether it is available or not. So you can see that it is already some purchased it. For example, if the same thing, if I want to go with the .in,
yes sir.
Okay, so in the same way what I done, I purchased the .com. Okay, I purchased the .com. If you want my domain, means you need to purchase the by using the 16,999 rupees, 17,000 you need to pay. Okay. So this is a kind of the thing. So most of
it's a 1 year validity, sir. 1 year or 3 years?
1 year, but you need to pay for the 3 years. If you are taking
Okay.
3 years, then it will be 1 rupee. Okay.
So,
So
మళ్ళీ మళ్ళీ రెన్యువల్ చేసుకోవాలి సార్ మనం
every
ఇఫ్
3 years,
పర్చేసెస్ ఎవ్రీ 3 years అలర్ట్స్
yes,
వస్తున్నాయి సార్ దానికి క్రెడిట్
you will get alert.
చేసుకోండి.
Yes, yes.
ఓకే. యా.
That is what we are calling as certification management. In production environment also, the client will do the same thing. Certification management is nothing but what certificate will be going to be expired. For example, what exactly will happening after 1 year? Okay, let it be today I taken. Exactly, let it be 1 year or 2 years or 3 years. This particular website will be expired. Means it will be into the available state. So once it is available state, whoever handling may they lose the data. So that is the reason they need to renew the data. License expire. There is a one thing you will get it. License is expired. This is what the license is expired. Okay. So usually any company, anyone people are starting any website and all, first they need to search it out like this. Means whatever the things are you are checking, whether it is available or not. For example, instead of that one, okay, people are going with a different one. For example, like KON. Okay, so now this is available. Something like that. Okay, no, you need a particular thing only with a .com only. They're changing the website KON or something based on the whatever the website you are going, you have to be available from the domain. You need to purchase whether .com, .net, org, or EA, whatever. Everything you need to purchase from the third party vendors. So usually you can see that here it will be goes into the lakhs also. Okay, that much of the demand full, especially. Hope it's a clear. Vaishnavi అర్థమైందా? Vedanta.
Yes, sir.
So it is a little bit of confusing, but once you practice, then only you can understand. See, ultimately, if you are starting any business means, first you are purchasing the domain. This domain, you need to register into the server. Okay, the registration part, who will take care? The registration part taken care by the admins. Okay, so from the user and what we need domain name. This domain name I am keeping into the my environment. Means in virtual host I am adding. This is the port config. If you can see that here, this particular service is running with the port number 80. For example, if I install the 443 secured also, it will install. For example, why I said the server should be run on Nginx or HTTP? Because both of the services are web services only. Both web services are running on port number any 80 only. So that is one of the major problematic area. So that is the reason production environment also we can use whether Nginx or HTTP. So nowadays people are using the Nginx somewhat better, and there is a lot of the companies are people are using HTTP also. That is purely depending upon your application. Your application team is what is using, based on that it will be defined. Okay, so please do the practice, then only it will be helpful for you guys. Okay,
సార్.
it's a clear.
సార్ ఇప్పుడు మనము పర్చేస్ చేస్తాం కదా, అది రెజ్యూమ్ లో యూఆర్ఎల్ పెట్టుకుంటే వర్త్ అని చెప్తున్నారు.
For example, simply you can draft it here. I want to create resume in website format to make list everyone will better way. Create some website logs and code. So it will create a code automatically. So here, once you come across here, you can ask same thing here also, it will create. Just give this information. Create website and list out. 5 minutes you will get the website. From here you can keep a track of that who is listing of your website, and we can keep like a WhatsApp integration also. If someone is like resume, you click over there, automatically you will get a website. So in the same way I created this company website. So this is my training website. I created with the same thing only, with a zero knowledge of coding. This everything I created. I don't have any coding knowledge. Okay, I done the WhatsApp integration. Okay, and not only that one, for example, any course if you want to go with this means I have a place the demo link also. It will directly go to the demo link. If you want to know about the particular subject syllabus also, you can see that what are the syllabus are there. Everything it will be listed out. Okay, so everything, nothing but I created myself with a zero knowledge. Okay, in the same way you are also can able to create your websites, okay, with a zero paying amount. No need to pay any amount. For example, this is the domain alone I purchased, Silicon Non-IT Solutions. Rest of the things I completed my work. So maximum I spent some 800 rupees for creating of domain, not a website. Domain I created myself. This everything I created myself. So here you can create a website within a fraction of seconds. So like that you people also can create it. It will be helpful nowadays. Representation is one of the major aspect. You can do changes also. See, once you completed the website, for example, if you want to do the changes, modifications, for example, there is a one keyword is missing. Okay, there is a this particular thing you want to change it. Yes, you can change it, modify it. Per day, some particular count will be there. You can do that one. Some points will be there. They are allocating 25 points or something. Maximum one edit or two edit per day. That you can do it. See it is listing. You are seeing right? How is the resume? Something. Okay. This is the your resume. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Senior
Okay.
DevOps and cloud engineer. Okay. You can see that this is my 13 years of experience in a training channel, some cloud, and I have handled this much of project. What are the things I'm experienced? Okay, like a Linux cloud. See that, just think of that you are a normal recruiter. By seeing this one, you can feel that you are some confident, right, about me. So about me
Yes,
I'm
sir.
representing of, so these are my experiences, everything. My experience, this will lead to that which companies have worked and what is the nature of the thing. If you want to means you can place you download. I will place you the one word format also. Skills. What are the skills I do have? What are the certifications I have? Okay, if you want to contact me, yes, you can contact me. So these are my mail IDs and everything, and you can email me. If you want to hire me, just click on hire me. Automatically, it will be getting the prompt to me, means some mail ID. So how much of time I place for the creation of this website? I need different color. Should be light. So instead of senior this and all, you can modify this one. You need to draft it here. You got a point, right? For example, you select this one. Instead of this one, can you place it? This is a resume of particular person. Okay, like that. So automatically you can see that now the changes are happening. So everything you can create nowadays in a fraction of seconds. So that is what I'm saying, that no need to pay the extra amount for the website creation also. If you share this way my resume to anyone, means the people will think something highlighted about me. Because once your years of experience are increasing, you need to showcase this type of add-ons. Not a normal. What is the difference between the normal engineer and you? That is something you need to showcase. Once you click on the publish, means it will be available on your Google. But the thing is that you will get this link. So instead of this link, you want to do the changes, means you need to change it to the you need to have a domain. So this one redirect to your domain. This is a lightweight. You're seeing, right? Because I don't
Yes,
like
sir.
color, I changed this color. Okay. So this is a way how you can create it. Fraction of seconds, less amount, more effort. Okay. So I recorded
Okay.
this one also. Okay. So please do the practice. Okay. So and come up with the nature of things. Tomorrow we are going to
Okay.
discuss about Nginx. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, bro.